Welcome to the Black Box Experiment. Creative people with a TV idea have 1 month of shows in front of a live audience to go from just a concept to actual TV pilot. This is that pilot. Is it ready for takeoff, or will it crash and burn? Tonight, Tasmanian comedian Chloe Black gathers some friends for a reading of 2 episodes of her web series, Lanyard City Blues.
Lanyard City Blues, episode 1, written by Chloe Black. It's the interior of a bedroom and it's dawn. We pan up across the dishevelled, messy bedroom floor. Over a bed, we glimpse a digital alarm clock which reads 6:07 a.m. We pan across a newspaper with a headline, "Fires threaten over 60 homes." We see some clothes, a skirt and a blouse, and they get dumped over the paper, still on their hangers. Off screen, we hear a voice swearing in desperation.
Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Alex whips her head up into frame. She has been putting on her bra. She is a 35-year-old transgender woman. She is framed from just below her breasts. We see a wardrobe door open behind her. The phone rings. On the screen, we see the name Danica, and Alex answers.
Hey, you're on speaker.
Danica is in a dominatrix outfit. Someone in the bed behind her appears to be tied up and dressed head to toe in leather. They're wearing a leather dog mask.
Hi, babe. So how you feeling? First day back. Are you nervous?
We cut back to Alex, who is looking at 6 or 7 different outfits on the bed.
Yeah, nervous, excitey, anxiousy, a little bit throwy-uppy in mouthy. How are you? Are you safe from the fires? When they started, I hoped you weren't working out that way. You're still at work or just starting?
We cut back to Danica. She caresses her riding crop over the body of the leather-clad man/dog boy on the bed.
Yeah, I'm completely safe. Not working anywhere near there. Yeah, it's been a long night. God, they wanted the oddest of hours. Sooner as I finish up here, I'm going home for a cup of tea and some Netflix. And you know I'll be up for a few hours.
Alex steps in front of a full-length mirror. She is wearing a full-length dress. She preens it down over her frame, does a few poses in it, and she checks how the dress looks. Pauses for a moment, sighs, and then frustrated.
Fuck.
Danica scratches her client under the chin.
Are you okay?
I can't find shit to wear. Like, I've had a whole fucking week off. You think I would have had something picked out by now?
She takes the dress off over her head and pulls another dress or outfit over her head.
Fuck, I've been in the closet for 30 years and I still can't find a thing to wear. I just hope everyone at work's had enough time to let it all sink in.
So what exactly did you say to them?
Alex steps in front of the mirror again. Again, she sees something that she's not happy with.
Fuck. Urgh. Look, I just told them, I said, I had a plan and could we make it happen? I said, look, this isn't something new. I've felt this way for decades. I really need to do this. Look, I've been on hormones for over a year and I think if I take a week off and you tell everybody in the department, then everybody can take that week to talk about it, think it over, gossip if they have to, take it up with HR if they have any objections, and then tickety-boo, it's the new me.
Wow, so they told the whole building?
Oh, hell no. Just my floor, just my department. I doubt corporate even knows we exist. I mean, they might as well be on Mars for the amount they give a shit. Did you know someone died and it took them 6 weeks to remove them from the company email list?
Really? That's awful. Oh shit, I have to go. Time is money. So proud of you, babe. Knock 'em dead. I know you'll ace it.
No worries, stay safe, bye!
In front of the mirror, Alex preens her blouse, straightens her skirt. She likes what she sees. She begins to pull her hair back in a ponytail. We're in the bathroom. It's morning. Alex is brushing her teeth. We see a dollop of toothpaste fall from her mouth and onto her blouse.
Fuck.
We're in Alex's hallway. Still morning. Alex has had another costume change. She is wearing the first outfit she put on. Alex picks up her keys and purse. The camera lingers on a lanyard with an ID photo on it. It is a photo of Alex from 10 months ago. She is wearing a tie, glasses, and beard. It says clearly, Staff ID James Corrigan, and the shot lingers a beat before we see her swipe the lanyard up in her hand. The exterior, Alex's front door. It's morning and it's bright. The title card appears over the image. Lanyard City Blues. Alex exits her house. We hear the sound of her phone buzz in her bag. She looks at it. The text appears superimposed on screen. It reads,
How's my daughter doing? Good luck on your first day back. Did you take my advice?
Yeah, sure. Brush teeth while naked. Good tips. Thanks, Mum.
The interior of a bus. It's morning. The bus is driving through the suburbs towards town. Alex looks out the window. The phone buzzes. Another message.
No problem, darling. I'm sure you'll be the belle of the ball. Don't forget you need to make a dish for Gary and Sylvia's 60th. You still okay with pavlova?
Yes, Mum, I've got it.
The exterior of Alex's work building. Morning. We see Alex's work building for the first time. It is ginormous, monolithic, and imposing. The phone buzzes. We see the message on the screen. Alex walks briskly and gets in the lift.
Do they have anything planned for you today? A little party?
The text message stays superimposed on screen. We realize the message will stay superimposed until Alex looks at it. Cut to Alex entering the lift at work. She adjusts herself in the mirror, checking her makeup and hair. She picks up her phone out of her bag and finally reads the message and then replies,
Nope. No, Mum, nothing. No fanfare, no parties, no congrats. Just come back and glide into work. Business as usual. It'll be like I never went away.
Ding! The elevator doors open. We see the entire office is festooned with pink. Balloons, streamers, presents, the works. Alex walks to her workstation and there is a pile of welcome cards. There is a banner over the workstation which reads, Welcome back. Alex looks a bit shocked as she slowly takes her seat at the desk. Her eyes alight on a card which reads, It's a girl.
Hi!
Here we meet Vicky, office airhead and gym junkie. She's wearing activewear and a pink party hat. She's jogging on the spot. And doing stretches. She's trying to keep her heart rate elevated.
Oh, hey.
Welcome back, girlfriend. Wow, haven't you caused a stir, babe? You were all anybody could talk about last week. Gosh, I wish I could be the centre of attention like that girl.
Well, it's not really about being the centre of...
Did you hear about our fearless leader, Bronwyn?
She wasn't in the fires, was she?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Glandular fever. Poor thing, won't be back for 6 weeks. Still, no fret, we have a new team leader. I brought her all up to speed about you, don't you worry. In fact...
She motions to the desk.
This was all my idea. Do you like?
Alex looks over her desk, moving pink confetti away from her keyboard. We can see her trying to pick her words carefully. After a beat, she thinks diplomacy is best.
Yeah, that's great, thank you.
My pleasure. Whew, what a morning. I ran to the cenotaph and back, 6K round trip. I lost 6 kilos in the past 10 weeks. Great stuff, babe. You should do it too. Lose that boy beer belly of yours, am I right? I mean, not very becoming for a lady, especially one as brand new as you are, if you know what I'm saying, girlfriend.
Alex looks down at her stomach. We can tell from Alex's expression this is a conversation that is starting to sting a little. Vicky piles on regardless.
Well, I'm not completely brand...
So, are you going to get the chop? Everybody wants to know.
We cut to Alex's face, aghast.
Well, the biggest relief is knowing that I don't have to, you know?
Really? But surely you would eventually, right? Hell, I mean, if you do get it, send the leftovers my husband's way. God knows he needs it. Lol. Also, if you get the operation, make sure the electricity still works down there, if you get my meaning. I mean, I've heard a lot of horror stories about men.
We cut to Alex's face, reacting to the word men. She goes to correct her, but thinks better of it.
Like you, losing sensation down there. But don't worry, I'm sure they're great nowadays, especially if you stay away from Thailand or somewhere like that, because, you know, they probably feed it to the rats when they're done. A friend of my cousin had herself done in America, in San Francisco. You know, the full sayonara, pinata, Caitlyn Jenner, rockstar for JJ, and now she's loving it. It looks better than the real thing. Doesn't even know herself. I mean, she's orgasming left, right, and centre. Yeah, never been happier.
Alex reels a little from this conversation. We can see she doesn't really know what to say. Her thoughts and feelings are pulled in multiple directions.
Yeah, thanks for all that, Vicky. There's certainly a lot to unpack.
Unpack! You're funny.
Vicky checks her Fitbit and picks up the pace.
Whew, well, better keep going. 10 minutes till we hit the phones. Enjoy your first day back, babe. Bye!
Bye!
Alex waves and begins to tidy her desk. A group of men are approaching across the centre floor. This is a slow-mo shot. They have swagger and confidence. We linger for a few moments on their faces. A few leer suggestively at her, and a few look at her with disgust. One of them looks at her and beams a big, friendly smile. Alex smiles back. As the men approach, the smiling man gives her a blokey punch in the arm, exclaiming,
James! How are we, big fella?
They swagger past. Alex scowls in their direction and picks up her phone and hastily begins to text.
Is the closet still open?
Sorry, babe. I know it's tough. You'll get through this. I know I did.
If someone else dead names me, I'm not gonna respond. It's just not my fucking name anymore.
As Alex sends the message, an alarm begins to bray in the call centre.
Emergency, emergency. Please evacuate. Please evacuate.
What now?
The call centre erupts in a flurry of activity. People get up out of their chairs and start rushing about. We see Vicky donning a red fire warden's hat and standing by the emergency stairwell. There is frustration mixed with genuine panic. We're not sure if this is a drill or the bushfires.
Okay, everyone, single file, people, quickly and sensibly. Don't worry, don't crowd around, one at a time. I'm sure it's probably just a fire drill, but let's not take any chances. Single file, everyone, thank you. Don't forget your purse, hun.
We fade to black. Exterior of the office building car park. It's daytime. Everybody is milling about the call centre car park. They're roughly standing in a square formation. Alex is standing in the middle. A man who is clearly some sort of manager or boss with a megaphone. It is one of those ones with a CB microphone attached. He stands at the front of them. He talks to an off-sider or underling who carries a stopwatch. The underling surveys the crowd while looking at the stopwatch. We see some last-minute stragglers join the throng, and the underling stops the stopwatch and shows the boss, who grins proudly and nods. The worker then whispers some instructions on how to use the megaphone. The boss clears his throat and puts the megaphone up to his mouth. There's a squeal of feedback.
Sorry about that. Good morning, everyone. Can I have your attention, please? Thanks so much for your efforts this morning. And yes, this was just a drill. Now, everyone, I'm sure you can all appreciate that with all the neighbouring bushfires and all that, it's very important that we conducted this safety drill today. Everyone's safety is paramount here at Telcorp, and today you've all outdone yourselves. 9 minutes and 38 seconds, a company record. Oh, take that, Launceston.
Nobody laughs.
Where's corporate?
Corporate staff are exempt from the fire drill today.
Yeah, ha. Leave him in there to burn, I reckon, hey.
This time the crowd does laugh, a bit shocked. Some staff snigger to each other aghast.
Jenkins, zip it. Okay, roll call.
The boss struggles with the megaphone and the microphone.
Okay, everyone, please say here or present when your name is called. Thank you. Matthew Bingley.
We cut to Matthew.
Here.
Sam Lowry.
Absolute silence.
Sam Lowry.
Still more silence.
Sam Lowry.
Present.
Thank you. Please be punctual, people. Next is Rob Breslin.
Here.
Alex is looking at the ground, lost in thought. Off camera, we hear...
James Corrigan.
Alex shoots a look up in the direction of the front of the crowd. She immediately looks around, worried.
James Corrigan.
Alex squints her eyes shut hard. She mouths the words, "Oh no." She opens one eye and looks at Jones. We see her from her point of view, that she is obscured by the crowd. We can tell she doesn't know what to do and would like this moment to be over. We cut to Vicky. She is also in the crowd. She can see Alex and looks at Alex expectantly. She then looks at Jones. We see there is a clear line of sight between Jones and Vicky. She then looks back at Alex.
James Corrigan!
Cut to Alex. This is an extreme close-up of her eyes and brow. They are shut tight and frowning in consternation. She is determined not to respond. She cannot see Vicky, who is looking more and more concerned with each passing moment.
James Corrigan!
We're cutting to Vicky again. Her eyes dart back and forth, faster and faster, between Alex and then Jones. Vicky is starting to look pissed off. She thinks Alex is being insubordinate. She is confused as to why Alex is not responding. An extreme close-up of James' mouth. In slow motion, we see him mouth the name again.
James Corrigan!
A close-up of Alex's face, again in slow-mo. She looks anxious and worried. A pause, and then in a moment, her face changes to one of complete calm. She appears resolute and determined. We feel that she is completely confident in her decision to not respond. We cut to Vicky, looking fed up with Alex. In slow motion, we see her about to raise her hand and draw breath to speak. End of episode. Roll credits. Lanyard City Blues, Episode 2, written by Chloe Black. The exterior of the office building, car park day. We're recapping the final seconds of Episode 1, the best part.
James Corrigan!
Alex's face, she's looking anxious and worried. A pause, and then in a moment, her face changes to one of complete calm. And the slow-mo shot of Vicky looking fed up with Alex. She's about to raise her hand and draw breath to speak, and then suddenly, we change to normal speed.
Excuse me!
Simultaneously, as Vicky speaks, the megaphone squeals with feedback again, and the boss nearly drops it. The sound cuts off any protest from Vicky.
Okay, Corrigan, absent. Who's next? Angela Dwyer? Angela Dwyer!
Present.
We cut to Alex's face. She exhales, strongly relieved, unaware of what was about to occur. The exterior of the office building car park. The day. The throng are now leaving the car park. Vicky bounces up to Alex.
What was that? Why didn't you answer him?
That's not my name.
Yeah, but it's still you, right? You could get into trouble. They're gonna think you're dead.
Alex cuts down Vicky with a vicious stare and a pointed finger. Through gritted teeth, she hisses 3 simple words.
Don't be difficult.
She scuttles away from Vicky and moves hurriedly away from her in the crowd.
But they're gonna think you died in the fire. Drill.
We're in the interior, outside the office toilet, daytime. We focus on a women's bathroom sign outside the bathroom. We cue up the sound of someone crying, and then the interior of the toilet cubicle, day, where we see Alex crying. She sniffles and blows her nose. She continues to wipe tears from her eyes. Suddenly, we hear somebody else enter the bathroom and enter the cubicle right next to her. Alex mouths the words, fuck, 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 fuck. She ends with a loud sniffle.
Are you okay in there? Honey, you okay? I heard you crying in there. Everything okay?
We cut to a split screen. We see each woman in each cubicle, aware of each other's presence but made invisible by the stall divider between them. Alex touches her throat. We can tell she needs to speak, but is afraid her voice will give her away.
Yes?
She croaks in an awful falsetto voice. It sounds hardly feminine. We see her grimace with embarrassment at how her voice sounds.
Don't worry, babe. We all have difficult customers now and again. Was it a customer?
Alex doesn't respond. Then after a beat,
Or was it a boy?
Alex shrugs and smiles to herself.
In a way.
Oh God, don't get me started. Some of those guys up in corporate are fucking heartbreakers, let me tell you. Oh, that David Smith? Woohoo! I could show him my average handling time, that's for sure. I wouldn't let his call drop out on me.
Alex stifles a giggle. She doesn't want to laugh too loudly or the woman may hear her voice. She pauses and then interjects in a poor falsetto.
Push his release button?
The woman's really getting into it now and riffing.
Your cock may be monitored for quality and training purposes.
They both stop laughing simultaneously. Alex cuts her laugh short. It was loud and unmistakably manly. The woman stops laughing abruptly, having heard it. There is a silence. The penny is dropped loud and clear. After a moment, the woman speaks.
What's your name, babe?
Alex.
Well, lovely to meet you, Alex. I hope your blues don't stick, sweetheart. We do whatever we can to get through the day, right? What is it they say? Rise at 9, survive till 5.
I've never heard that before, but that does sound about right.
The woman flushes the toilet. The woman exits the cubicle. She pauses at the mirror, checking her makeup, and washes her hands. She pauses for a moment as if trying to pick the right words. She looks in the mirror at Alex's closed cubicle door, and after a beat, she finally speaks.
Don't worry, sweetheart. I know how you feel. Just remember, we do whatever we can, one day at a time, okay? And then, a few months from now, whoever you were will seem like an eon ago. You always know who you say you are. Don't forget that.
We cut to the woman standing at the hand dryer. We see Alex cock up an ear and strain to listen, and then hastily pull her stockings up and straighten herself. She leaps out of the cubicle saying,
Wait, I didn't catch your name.
Only to find the women's room is now empty. The woman and her advice have left. The interior of the call centre. Afternoon. We fade up to a clock on the wall. It reads 4:50 p.m. We then cut to Alex at her desk. She is about to take a call.
Welcome to Telcorp. This is Alex. How can I help you?
Oh, yeah. Good day, Alex. Yeah, I want to quit Telecorp. I want to move to another mobile company.
Okie doke. I'm sorry to hear that. I can certainly look into that for you. What's your name?
Yeah, Derek Smith.
She begins typing.
Derek?
Yeah, that's D-E-R-E-K.
Yep. I can spell. Yep.
Yeah. S-M-I-T.
Thanks for that, Derek. What was your password?
Oh, fuck me, I don't know. Look, mate, I set this account up over 10 years ago. It's the dog's name. Is it the dog's name?
I'm not really able to tell you if it's the dog's name or not.
We're cutting to the computer screen. We see on the screen next to the password, it says Flopsy. Alex sighs. She has been through this 100 times before.
But if your password was a pet's name, what would it be?
Alex makes mock hypnotizing gestures at her phone keypad, trying to coax Derek to give her the correct answer.
It's either Flopsy or Mopsy.
Sorry, Derek. Due to our privacy policy, we're not allowed to accept two possible answers. Your answers need to be one or the other.
What? Oh, it's either fucking Mopsy or Flopsy. Which is it?
Again, I'm not allowed to tell you, Derek. You have to tell me. You can make a few guesses if you like.
Oh, fuck, I don't know. Look, is it Mopsy?
We cut to the computer screen, which says Flopsy.
No, that's not correct. Did you want to try the other one?
The other one? Well, fuck, there's only two of them. Fuck, it's Flopsy or Mopsy, so which one is it?
Again, Derek, I'm not allowed to tell you straight out. I need you to say it to me.
Fuck, I don't know. Look, if it's not Flopsy or Mopsy, then maybe it's It's Bruno. Yeah, that's right. Bruno the dog. Yeah, that must be it. It must have been Bruno.
Alex falls face first onto the desk, sighing loudly.
No, it's not that either. So what I might have to do for you, Derek, is ask you some secret questions and answers. Now, these are questions you set up with us when you started with us. Now, unfortunately, you only get one go at these, and if we get them wrong, you're going to have to visit a Telcorp store. So I just need to hear a clear and concise answer from you. So here goes the first question. What is your wife's name?
It's an easy one, mate. Belinda.
Alex types Belinda into an answer field on the computer. It appears with a green tick.
Great, Derek. Now we're getting somewhere. And the next question is, what is your favourite place to eat out?
Belinda.
Righto.
Alex types it in, and it's correct. A green tick, the words password correct appear. Alex hangs her head and shakes it.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a funny cunt, aren't I?
Yeah, right you are. How can I help you, Derek?
Well, you dicks, you've been fucking ripping me off again. Look, I'm going to leave Telecorp.
I'm so really sorry to hear that you feel that way. I just need to remind you, Derek, you are in contract, so if you cancel, there will be a $50 admin
A $50 admin fee? Fuck, how much that going to cost me? Look, listen. Listen, I've told you cunts the last time I fucking spoke to yous.
Alex rolls her eyes. Derek trails off into the background with a cavalcade of expletives. Alex looks up and notices the clock is 5 seconds away from 5 o'clock. She looks at the screen and her mouse hangs over the hang up button. She looks at the clock, back at the screen, and back at the clock. The seconds click down to the hour. She looks at the screen one more time and we see her click her mouse on hang up and Derek is cat off.
Not even at the end yet, that's good.
Vicky appears over Alex's shoulder. She places her head down to Alex's shoulder and speaks in her ear.
You want to call?
Alex is startled. She stops and looks at Vicky. There's a long pause while Vicky just smiles at her. We soon realise Alex has not been caught and she's not in trouble.
Nope, not anymore.
Great. I've got a present for you.
Vicky unfurls a lanyard in her hand. Dangling it from the end is a brand new ID card.
Hot off the press.
Before it has left Vicky's hand, Alex straightens it and looks at it. It says Alex Corrigan on it with a picture of her face. Alex looks genuinely moved as she looks it over. She looks up at Vicky and their eyes meet.
Look, about the fire drill.
No. Oh, I get it. I'm the one who should be sorry. That's not who you are anymore. I'm sorry. You had every right not to say anything.
Alex looks at the lanyard again. She's a little lost for words.
Thank you. This means a lot to me.
No problem. So, hey, I have one last job for you.
She motions to the folders we see on her desk.
Before you go home, can you take these reports up to corporate?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks, lovely. See you tomorrow. Bye.
We follow Alex across the floor and to the lift. She smiles. This last interaction has renewed her confidence. The interior of the lift, afternoon. Alex looks with reverence at the folders in her arms. We realise on top she has placed both her old ID and her new ID side by side. She looks at them intensely, reflecting on what it means to be looking at both sides of herself. She picks up the male ID. She exits the lift and we see her ditch her old ID in the bin. She strides across the floor. She sees something. Her eyes widen, her steps slow until she comes to a dead stop. She is transfixed by something off screen. And the voice off screen says,
Can I help you? So sad, isn't it?
Alex looks up to the desk girl. She looks dazed, in a shock almost. She glances back off screen. From Alex's POV, we see a framed photo of Alex, but it is the old photo from her lanyard that she just threw away. Her old boy mode face is looking out at her. Beard, shirt, tie, everything from 10 months ago. As the camera slowly zooms out, we hear the desk girl continue.
So sad. He failed to show up the fire drill this morning. Totally absent.
The camera continues to zoom out. As we see the surrounding the picture are some funeral wreaths and sympathy cards.
Someone said he was killed in the bushfires. Such a tragedy. We've been passing around the hat all day. We're trying to get a hold of his family to hand over the money. We found someone on the staff records with the same surname. Alex. A cousin, maybe? Do you know anyone called Alex Corrigan?
A pink card nestled amongst the flowers and wreaths. It nearly matches the card from that morning which said, "It's a girl." The card reads, "With sympathy."
Yes, I'm Alex.
Credits.